It has been roughly 5 weeks since the Milford Legion baseball team played its final game, leaving the sports fans in Milford with an eternity to wait for the next meaningful sporting events in town to be played. Finally, we saw signs of life on the athletic fields this past week as the high school football team opened training camp for the upcoming fall season. I made my way over to the football field to check out how this year's edition of the team is shaping up. Here now is a preview of the 2015 Scarlet Hawks football team. It was a welcome sight for fans starving for the return of high school sports as the Milford Scarlet Hawks football team hit the field for the beginning of training camp for the upcoming season. Despite still being in the early stages of preparation, Coach Joe Todd is pleased with what he's seen out of the team so far.
It went well. We're starting to pick up the speed, and we've got some new guys and some new positions that we're trying to get ready. We've got some veterans back in some key spots that are providing some leadership, and I think so far we're satisfied with the progress so far.
The Scarlet Hawks exceeded many people's expectations last season, finishing the year with a 7-4 record, which included a record-breaking victory in the playoffs against neighboring rival Hopkinton.
Last year, was people thought that because we were, kind of not a new program, but like with a new coach, they thought, things were going to be a little shaky. But obviously, with the people that we had and the talent that we had, we pulled it off and had a great season.
Milford will look to replace a core of talented seniors from last year's roster, including quarterback John Hearns, wide receiver Pete Schuler, and running back Quentin Orr. This year's captains are confident the team has the talent to fill those voids.
No matter what, the seniors that we lost last year, obviously they were a big help to us, but we just made up for that with the commitment starting from January 1st with the morning lifts and consistent and competitive work all throughout the year. This offseason has been so commendable that the fact that we're coming into camp, we already feel athletic and we feel conditioned and we feel that we can go after and get after it this season.
The biggest reason the team is in position to remain competitive despite considerable roster turnover is the stability of the coaching staff. With head coach Joe Todd now entering his 3rd season at the helm, his program has now had a chance to fully take root in Milford.
First of all, it isn't just me; it's our whole staff. And I think it starts there. We've got some good coaches, we've got passionate coaches, and our players are really responding to everybody. Not only our players but our coaches. So I'm good to see. It's good to see that we've got some guys that have spread the wealth, but our kids are doing great. They get it. They understand our mission to compete, just be the best that we can be. They know the talent that we have on the squad, and it's all about coming together as a team. Like we say, make 1 + 1 = 3. And just mesh together and be the best that we can be.
I think it's amazing. I think he's probably the reason that our program's really turning around, because it's that intensity, and some people think he's too intense, but some people think he's not enough intense. He's the reason that we're out here every day putting in this grueling work to try and get a better season.
Yeah, Coach Todd is an incredible coach. He's helped us one-on-one. He's just bringing in, from what we remembered freshman year and, switching everything up on us, it was really good. People in our league weren't expecting it, and, I think it's going to be really good this year.
4th down and 7 for the Hawks coming out of the timeout. Hearns with an empty backfield. He fakes the quick pass to Quentin Orr. He runs with it, has the first down, still on his feet, inside the 10, towards the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown. The Scarlet Hawks offense set a new school record for rushing yards in a single game in 2014. This year's offense has the potential to be just as impressive on the ground and will also look to gain consistency in the passing game.
We got a fantastic QB. We got 2 great wide receivers.
We have a lot of great wide receivers.
Yeah,
I think probably our strength this year is going to be our pass game. Obviously we graduated an entire line, but at the same time we have linemen who can hold their own. So our run game's going to stay consistent, but at the same time we have a lot of receivers that we didn't have last year. A lot of people who matured a little bit and got a little better, and with that I think we can really compete in the field.
Yeah, maybe if this interview happened a couple months ago, back in January, some of our answers might have been different, but a lot of kids came every day, put in the work, waking up 6 a.m., going to the school, lifting. We got some good kids that are going to run the ball, and we'll see how the season goes.
I think we'll be a little more balanced. But at the end of the day, whether it's pros, college, high school, the name of the game is to run the ball. and that's certainly going to be our first point of emphasis is to be very good in the run game. And I think we got some good running backs. We've got some good guys coming back on the line. People are different. They're different guys on the line, different guys running backs. But I think our system is gonna come to show what our best plays are and who our best players are. And it'll be exciting to see. We're gonna be a run-oriented team or a pass-oriented team. But if I had my way, we'll be run first, pass second. So we'll see how that goes.
I actually think that we have a pretty good 50-50 team, honestly. Coach Todd, he's got a good variety of plays going for us. I think we can top the rushing record again this year.
On the defensive side of the football, the Hawks have several key players returning to the defensive line and linebacking core, which should make Milford's front seven a force to be reckoned with.
I think we're pretty balanced on defense. We've got some good size up front. We've got we've got two linebackers coming back in Blake Hill and Harrison Bliss. Ryan Nesta's back. Jack DeSantis is back. There's more. Leo Moronta's back. Asong, Amin Menseh is back. So we've got some good experience coming back. I think our kids have really just started to understand the intricacies of coverages and working with our coaches and cerebrally have picked up on what we're trying to teach. So we match it up with some athleticism and some toughness and the ability to tackle and get off blocks. And again, if I had it my way, we would run the ball, we would stop the run, and we would be a defensive-oriented team. So excited to see what our defense is going to be able to do this year.
I think we have an all-around pretty strong defense. So the key aspects of it, I think it might be actually the line. So got a big line.
As for the all-important quarterback position, the Scarlet Hawks are fortunate to have a player with considerable varsity experience under center in 2015.
Zach's played even since he was a sophomore, so this is really his third year of starter experience. Zach's a special kid, special player, great arm. He's becoming a great leader. He's a captain for us this year, and I think our players feel confident knowing that we've got an experienced quarterback that can get out there, take charge, make the right reads. We had a great summer with the 7-on-7s. So, hopefully our pass game will be, explosive. Obviously, we want our running game to be explosive as well. But, it's good to have a third-year quarterback back.
I think that his varsity experience last year is what's going to extremely help him out this year, especially because, our backup quarterback isn't exactly ready to play, have some varsity snaps. So the fact that he had some snaps last year and really got the full varsity feel, that this year he feels like he's ready and he's not just going into it for the first time.
While there are players on this year's squad that are expected to perform at a high level, the captains anticipate seeing key contributions from unexpected sources.
Blake Hill, who can really run the ball, I think he'll really jam it down their throats and, we can keep getting yards.
Got Ryan O'Toole, he's going to run the ball. He put in a lot of work.
And all of these sleeper picks, like you're saying that you didn't really hear about last year. The reason you're going to be hearing about them this year is because of the strength and conditioning program we had year-round with Sweeney.
The Hockomock League is once again expected to be a minefield of powerhouse teams, but Coach Todd and the rest of the Scarlet Hawks are ready to take on that challenge.
I like our schedule. We have a tough schedule. We open up with Marlboro, then we have a tough battle against Franklin, and then we're into the Hockomock schedule. With Canton, Foxborough, Oliver Ames, Stoughton, Sharon, Stoughton. I'm excited. I like that. We've got Stoughton on homecoming, and that's not because we wanted to. Obviously, we all know Stoughton's probably the best team in the league coming back. So we want we want the challenge, and I just think that's the way it should be. So I like our schedule. I think we match up well. We know we're going to be in a battle all 7 games, and the goal is just to make the playoffs.
Coach Sweeney always tells us no one's working as hard as we are, and that's true because we got up January 1st, every day going in and working out like we were, just about the season to start. So I think that we've compensated for, there's a lot of powerhouses and we lost a lot of seniors, but we're ready to compete.
Expectations will be much higher for the team this year. After making it deep into the MIAA playoffs a season ago, will the team feel pressured to find a way to improve upon last year's accomplishments?
They do, and they should. And, our motto this year is raise the bar. So it isn't so much even that they're living up to last year, they're raising the bar to another level. And, people on the outside that don't know our team may think this is a rebuilding year, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're rebuilding this year. We want everyone to think that, right? So, but in reality, we're raising the bar. And every year we're going to work harder. We're going to build off the foundation that we built the year before. And, obviously at some point there's a point of diminishing returns, but we're certainly not there yet. And so, yeah, that's the goal, to just be better and more competitive than we were last season.
Hey everybody, this is Tim Coet. Make sure you check out full episodes of The Milford Informer on Milford TV. New episodes air every Friday night at 7:30 p.m. and then re-air frequently over the course of the weekend. Milford TV can be found on Comcast Channel 8 and Verizon Channel 38. And if you live in the Milford area and have an idea for a news story, you can contact us at news@milfordtv.net.